$1 bill or $100 million. Unsure, big boss, big boss, big boss, big, big boss, big boss, big boss, but big, big boss, big boss, big boss, big, big.
Hey, it's Candlelight Conversations,
where we light up your minds with clever conversations.
I'm your host, Coco.
And I'm your girl, Roro, and you guys are our clever candlelight crew.
Not the PPP, but the CCC.
So hey y'all.
Hey y'all. Here we are again.
Did y'all miss us? Well, I mean, we just uploaded, so.
Right, so we're getting back to being a little bit more consistent. Getting back into it. But we love y'all and we appreciate y'all.
Definitely. We want to say Happy Father's Day to all of our Candlelight daddies.
The fellas,
right.
Okay? We hope you had a good day. We hope, you were able to relax. People celebrated you.
Yeah.
And, that you were thought of that day. Definitely.
Hopefully you're thought of like every day. But that day was your day.
Designated.
Right. Father's Day. Okay?
Exactly. Happy Father's Day.
But we ain't been doing that. Nope. We've been chilling, working.
Yeah. Things different. The kids are out of school now. Pray for us. We are counting down the days to camp.
Yeah.
July 1st. Okay. I think they gotta be there at 8:30. They won't be there, okay, on time. And they're gonna be there till 4:30 till last minute, okay?
Okay.
So that is about it with us. Nothing new really. And I know even though like the kids make you want to pull your damn hair out, and I ain't got that much damn hair to be pulling out, okay? Like this is a good time, to love on your children.
Right.
Because, when you're working and your kids are in school all day, you're not spending time with your children, doing activities or whatever the case may be. That's not really spending time.
No.
Breaks are a pain. Trying to figure out what you're going to do with your kids,
right.
As far if you're working and stuff, trying to figure that out. But it's very important when you are able to do that.
You're able to, which is very rare, unfortunately, for the United States of America.
Yeah.
It's very draining. It's very disheartening and things like that. Like why people wonder why kids grow up a certain type of way. It's like we don't get that time to really love on your kids, really teach your kids, train your kids. Like you don't get that time to really interact with your kids because you gotta work, you gotta pay bills. Y'all know we went to the grocery store today. The grocery store be grocery storing, okay? So it's like you gotta work, but we were having this conversation earlier about 4-day work days. How other countries do it. In other countries they have 4-day work days, and a lot of countries, you go to work for 4 hours, you go home, you have a 3-hour break, and then you go back and do the rest of your 4 hours. Like something like that need to happen over here. And I need a 4-day work week with only 32 hours. I'm still trying to work 40 hours.
Right. I mean, that's not going to happen because America's ghetto. Because you can't give nobody a 3-hour break in America. They ain't going back.
They're not going back to work.
They're not going back. So that's why they're not going to do that. I'm talking about the break part. Like, I know they have been talking about this for years, but it just ain't happened. This 4-day work week. But, that would be nice. Give people a break, too. People need a break.
But like while the kids are on break, just like you were saying, make sure that you really love on your kids. Like it's important.
Yeah, because they're looking for that love, they're looking for that attention. And kids need to be loved in a certain way. Everybody does.
Right.
Like your aunt, your uncle, your grandma, your grandfather, your mother, your cousin, your siblings. Everybody needs to be loved in a certain way.
Right.
And they look forward to it, and it's important to know how people need to be loved. And be able to reciprocate that for them, because if not, you're not getting the full person. It's not going to be a genuine relationship. But when you're able to wholeheartedly have a relationship with that person because you know how they are and you know how they need to be loved, it's a beautiful thing. And so we're going to be talking about love languages tonight. The 5 love languages, which are physical touch, words of affirmation, quality time, acts of service, and receiving gifts. And if you know your love language, make sure you put it in the comment and let us know what your love language is and why is it. Because they all have their different reasons. And then also, they all look different too. Like, we have the same love languages, but hers maybe look different than mine.
Right.
And so that's important too, because they have these general definitions. But it's up to the people to actually put it, play it out or whatever, to do it for that person.
For the person.
Exactly. Not the general, definition of it. So I don't have the general definition of it, but we could just, 1 second, let me just.
I'm going to upload it.
She won't upload. So, Roro, you can talk about yours.
Okay, so my love languages, I would say, are quality time and acts of service. Quality time because I want to spend time with you. Like, I like to spend time. And quality time doesn't have to mean that we are doing something together. Quality time could be I'm sitting on the couch, you watching TV, playing a game, or doing something just in the presence of the person that I love. That is quality time, just being in your presence. So that is a big one for me.
Not to cut you off, so since it's quality time, Google said, okay, I'm telling you what Google said. Google said quality time, or actually not even Google. The man that actually made up these, let me not say Google. The man that made up the 5 love languages is Gary Chapman. That is his name.
I read that book. Y'all should go read that book too.
So quality time is, this language is all about giving the other person your undivided attention.
Well, see, that's where it comes to the difference, because I don't need undivided attention. I just need you to be in my space. I need you to be around me. I need to be able to see you. I need to, even if you upstairs and I'm downstairs, I need to be able to come upstairs and just come sit with you for a second, or you come downstairs. Like, it doesn't have to be undivided attention for me. What about you?
Right. So I like quality time also. And just like Roro said, like, just being in this space, you could be playing a game, I could be reading a book.
Right.
But of course, spending that time too, like we go out.
Yeah, that too.
Then I want your undivided attention. If we're doing an activity together, that sort of focus. But it's about being just with your together, and it doesn't. It's just relaxing. Yeah. It's not like all hyped or whatever the case may be. Exactly. So it's just about being in that person's space. Yeah. For me also.
And then acts of service for me. Are you gonna look that one up too?
Yep. It says acts of service. These people actions speak louder than words. Amen. Give a hand clap. Hand clap. Roro, hand clap. All right. Hand clap. Acts of service. Amen.
Yeah, acts of service is a big one for me. I think it goes, I don't know. It's a big one for me because I need help. I be needing help. You want me to do everything? Like, no. Show me that you see me.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And a way that you can show me that you see me is by doing the act of service. Help me wash some dishes. Clean my car. You know, just show me that you need me. It doesn't have to be you giving me something or like physically or monetarily. It's like acts of service makes me feel like you see me because you see what I'm going through and you see you want to help. You want to be there. You want to be a lending hand. That's what an act of service provides for me.
So clearly, I like acts of service.
Clearly,
I had to get around the pause on that.
God damn.
It is definitely if you watch me,
yeah,
and you know what I do on every day or on certain days, like Coco does this every Friday,
right?
Or she does this every day,
yeah.
And you know that I do this, and then you just do it yourself.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah.
Like what? I don't have to ask you.
Yeah.
Like that is crazy.
Right.
Like you love me.
Right.
Like you because you're paying attention to what I'm doing.
That's what I was about to say. You love me because first of all you're watching.
Mm-hmm.
You pick up on what I'm doing, and then you did it. Like what? You
it's
did
crazy.
It to help me. Like what? Yeah.
Yeah. So
you getting some tonight, baby.
That is probably like my number one because like having children, it's hard. Like, and then you have someone that is noticing these things, or even your family members too.
Yeah, family members.
Because like Nunu, y'all know that's my sister. Mm-hmm. She has a young baby, a little baby. But as soon as I see the baby, I take the baby from her.
And then I take the baby from her.
Because I know she's tired. I know she's been dealing with the baby or whatever. So, like, give us the baby. You know, even though it may not be a long time, maybe a couple hours or at church or whatever the case is. But give us the baby. Like, give me the baby because I know you've been dealing with him.
Right.
And, you know, she'd just be sitting over there all content.
Right. She'd be chilling.
Like, oh, here you go. Like, because, like, I know she needs a break because I know she's constantly doing for the baby. So she knows, like, soon as the baby come back, like, whatever.
Whatever.
Exactly. Goodbye. Give us the baby, and we got him. Yeah. So that's like an act of service, though, because we know, we watch her, we see her, like, and then it's like, okay, give us the baby. Yeah. So, like I said, it goes for your family too. Yeah. You know, watching what they do. Yeah. And if it's something that you can do, then why the fuck don't you just do it? Like, what the fuck? Right. I don't want to have to keep fucking saying, oh, can you take out the trash? Right. Or can you sweep the floor? What? Or whatever the fuck it is. Like, or can you watch these motherfucking kids? Like, acts of service. Okay. Number one for me, hands down, because it's just lighting the load for your loved ones.
Exactly.
It's lighting the
load.
And
you know, when you light the load, it makes that person, like you said, a better person.
Exactly.
Like like it makes them more like able to be present, you know, because like they don't have to worry about doing that or worry about that or whatever because, you know,
they're taking care of it.
Them. Yeah.
Right. And then like if you can do it before I can do it, like that's even better because guess what? Now I have more free time or whatever. So I may have been like, oh, well, I'm going to go wash the clothes at 5:00 in the evening. But if you're not doing nothing in the morning time, then I don't have to worry about that. You know what I'm saying? It's done by then, you know?
Yeah, and then you can get your prize. You can get your prize.
So, acts of service is very important to me. And then we have physical touch. So, physical touch is...
Oh, God.
She about to jump out the damn window. Throw up in some more. To this person, nothing speaks more deeply than appropriate touch. So, when I think a physical touch.
Yeah.
It is like you touchy feely.
I don't think about that definition.
I mean, it says appropriate touch.
Yeah, because it's like, okay, well, maybe it's for that person.
Well, see, that's what I mean. And touchy feely can be appropriate.
Because I like
appropriate. Constantly rubbing you. That's
I like appropriate touch. You need to touch me appropriately, and then retreat. Okay.
Touch my body.
Yeah.
And then go away. That's what you say.
What? That's my appropriate.
So, look. You can touch me, but then don't fucking touch me.
Right.
It's like touch me, but don't touch me.
Yes.
I mean, I know it's like a little confusing for y'all people that's so touchy feely, but like, you know, touch me and then don't touch me. Yeah. I mean, that's all I got. Like, you know, when I guess dealing with someone that is their love language, of course, like you have to incorporate people's love languages, you know, and you have to be patient for people that aren't used to displaying those love languages, because they may have been with somebody before you and there's those words of affirmation, so they don't know nothing but that you want to be touched, you know, and so that's it too. And even like with your friend, like I have an uncle, I know his love language is not physical touch. Uncle Anthony. He's so funny. I love him. He's one of my favorites. But every time I do it on purpose though, when I see him, I'm like, give me a hug. He like, ew, niece cooties. Like, he's so funny, you know. But that ain't his thing, you know. You know, and I know he's joking or whatever, but that is part of him though. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen him with his women and stuff. They're not like touchy-feely and all that stuff. So, that just ain't for me.
It ain't for me.
Okay.
If you need me to, I like to touch.
I do.
Okay? I like to touch. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, we like to touch.
Yeah, not each other.
No.
But we like to touch. I just had to say not each other because people be weird. He heard that. But anyway, I like to touch. But it is like, to an extent, okay? Mm-hmm. So, like, I like to touch before we're about to do it. I might walk past you and I might kiss you, hug you. Just give me a hug or something like that. But I don't need you to touch me constantly.
Right, constantly.
Patting me.
Right.
Patting me. Like, what?
Right.
Get the fuck off me.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm sorry. But no, that's too much.
Yeah. That is a limit to it, especially like because we're going to entwine this with quality time. So for me, quality time and physical touch go hand in hand, because when you spend quality time with somebody, you're going to touch them eventually.
Yeah.
Like, and you know, so people are like, oh, you don't like physical touch? It's like, that's not what it is, but it's incorporated with quality time for me. Physical touch is totally different. It's the constant of the touch. I'm washing the dishes and here you go.
Oh God.
That hit damn nerve. You know, like if it's done constantly all the time, and it's like I said, I want you to touch me. Yeah. You know, and I will touch you too. Yeah. Okay. We're not gonna touch your body. Right. But you know, it's the overbearing of it.
I think that it's for women. I'm not sure how many women. I wonder how many women tell me if physical touch is your love language, because I feel like how you were saying they go hand in hand. Mm-hmm. So I can spend quality time with my man. We could be watching a movie and you could touch me, put your arm around me. But for men,
no. Yeah, I niggas can't watch movies.
Like, it's like, okay, your arm is around me. Cool, we cuddling. Ooh, hey, we watching the movie. Then it's your arm down here. Then your arm here. Then your arm here. Then your arm. Like, what are you doing?
Right.
Like, that's too much. That is too much. So it doesn't have to always turn into that. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like every time, like, if you touch me too much, that is, in my mind, that is what you ready to do.
Exactly.
Every time you touch me like that. Right. So it's just like, no.
Definitely. I definitely agree with that. Because you say we're going to watch a movie, I expect us to watch the goddamn movie. Right. Okay? That's what I expect. Most of the movie, at least something. Goddamn it. Not
exactly. Not like 5 minutes into the movie, you don't even know what's going on.
Now, like, what? Like, nah. So, but some people need that physical touch constantly. And so, bless your hearts. So, let's talk about, words of affirmation.
Oh, God.
So this love language uses words to affirm other people. And there are people that need someone to be like, good job. Good job. All the time. Like, good job. You did a good job. Like, okay, what is that about? Somebody please tell me. And I'm not saying that good job is the only is the only words of affirmation, okay? But what are the words that you're looking for that, make you feel good? And why do you need that? Because for me, I'm gonna tell my own fucking self, Connie, you're doing a good fucking job.
Like keep going, push, Like I don't know, because I feel like that used to be on my list with the touch, because I'm not a child. First of all, like I'm gonna tell my kids to keep going. You're doing a good job, things like that, because kids need that. But when you become an adult, like, I'm going to affirm myself. I'm going to let myself know that I need to do these things. So it never was a big part. Like I didn't need a good job. Like, oh, you're so no, I didn't need that. However, recently I don't know. I'm not going to say I've been changing, but I have someone who does affirm me, and it feels good actually. So it's like, damn, is this one of my love languages? But I think that it comes from who it is, baby.
Yeah, definitely. I think that plays a part. It's not that I would be unappreciative of someone saying Connie, you're doing a really good job, you're doing great, or whatever the case may be. I think it definitely depends on who it's coming from. Too, because words mean a lot to people, so I want it to be genuine, because you can say good job to anybody. And so that's my thing with the words of affirmation. It has to be meaningful. It has to be genuine. That I actually feel that you feel that way. You're not just saying it because you see other people have been saying, you see what Connie's doing or whatever the case may be. No, it has to be genuine.
And it's not just good job, because you were saying, what are your words of affirmation? It's not good job, or it's you could do that. You could do anything. Those are good words of affirmation for me, I guess, now that I'm learning that I kind of like words of affirmation. It's but I used to hate that shit. Maybe I was just getting from the wrong type of people.
So, right. Like I said, it has to be the right person for me. For me to really appreciate it, really. So, let us know if words of affirmation is your love language, and what type of words. Because I don't know. Everything's good job to me. So no. Okay, teach Coco something. And then we have receiving gifts. So for some people, what makes them feel most love is to receive a gift. So definitely when I was younger, what you gonna give me? I need a gift.
He got me this new.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He got me.
He loved me.
Exactly. He got me these pairs of those.
Right.
These Sergio Valiant.
Right.
Okay. So, that was, like I said, when I was younger. Now, don't get me wrong. I like a gift.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not saying that. But that's not going to make me love you anymore. Yeah. I'm going to be very appreciative of it. Yeah. but that's not going to make me like, oh, this person loves me, because the things about gifts are they're materialistic and they can be replaced.
Right.
And so that's why it's not that important to me, because this is something that's replaceable.
Yeah.
And so it's like, yeah, I like it. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. But people like try to buy people also. And like, no. No. You can't buy me.
No.
Okay. You cannot buy me.
Because really, it's like the same bag that you bought me. I probably could have bought it myself. I might probably it would have took me a minute, but I could have got that shit myself. Like, you know, I like receiving gifts. I feel like honestly everybody likes receiving a gift, because I feel like receiving a gift is kind of like, I feel like receiving a gift is like kind of all the love languages in one, because it's like you gave me a gift. That means you've been watching me. You know what I like. You've been seeing whatever. You know, like, it ain't probably not spending time or whatever, but it's really. I think that receiving gifts is a love language, but it ain't my love language. You know, I don't need to receive gifts. I don't need you to do anything to, like monetarily to affirm your love for me. Like,
right. I'm all about like how you treat me.
Yeah, it's all about
and what you do, you know, acts of service.
Yeah.
So,
but in the past, I did love.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. What you getting me, boo? You know, I mean, and then even growing up though too, like you expect, like with your family, expects gift for your birthday and Christmas or whatever, receiving gifts. Like, oh, my mom bought me this. She loves me so much. You know, kids be so excited, like because they received a gift. So it's definitely for me a younger, sometimes even teenage years, early 20s. But as you get older, and like I said, it's materialistic and it's replaceable.
Yeah, facts.
So it's nice and I enjoy it. I definitely do. So I'm not saying don't get me a gift now, but that doesn't, for me, it doesn't really say that you love me.
Yeah.
You know, as you thought about me, you appreciate me, you care for me, and I mean, it does mean that you probably love me too. But that's not the only reason that you got me.
Anybody could give me a gift.
Exactly.
People at my job give me gifts.
Exactly.
Okay. So like, it's like that don't mean they love me,
right?
Like, you know, it's I don't know.
So let us know if receiving gifts is your love language in the comments. So we're gonna go over it again. Words of affirmations, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch. Those are the 5 love languages. And let us know in the comments what is yours, what you prefer, what you don't prefer. And then also, like, your love languages can change over time as you get older, as you evolve, as situations in your life change, as people change in your life. So your love language could change. Because, like Roro was saying, like, she's starting to like words of affirmation from this one person because of how the person is delivering it or whatever. And that wasn't her love language.
It wasn't.
And so that's something new to her, and she's like appreciating it. Like, oh, I kind of like this a little bit. Talk to me,
right?
So your love language can change, and it's not to say like ours will probably change again. You know, in 10 years, it may be something different. You know, in 5 years, whoever knows? Like, depending on where you're at in your life, your love language could change. Even like, and this is with everybody: your friends, your family, your kids. You know, it can change as you change, and as you get older. And so, you know, that is a big part of it too. Like right now, we have 2 that we appreciate the most. But it could be all 5 at some point. And some people actually, you know, do all 5 or need all 5
or would like all 5.
Or would like all 5.
Like all 5 would make them whole. in their relationship. You doing, but that's a lot.
I mean, me personally,
that's a lot. What? For me, that's a lot. I mean, obviously, all the love languages. If it's somebody that you love and you care for, you're going to do all of them at some point.
Right.
At some point, even if they don't like it, you're probably going to do it at some point. But if you are dealing with someone who, and that's family, friends, whoever, who needs all 5, I feel like it could be a bit exhausting for me. You know, I'm gonna try if I love you, but exhausting.
And that's the other part too. It like, are you able to give people the love language that they need or that they, require? Are you able to? Because like, if you're not a person that's good with words or whatever the case may be, and
look some shit up on Google,
this person is big on words, are you going to be able to do that for them? Yeah. Or are you going to be like, nah, I ain't doing that. Like, fuck it, I'm just not doing it. You're just going to say, good job.
Yeah.
Like, what are you going to do? Like, for me, I would, try. And that's the thing. Like, all you can do is try.
Yeah.
And a person should be able to appreciate that you're trying.
Exactly.
And if they don't, then fuck them. Because what the fuck? Like, no. Bitch, I don't even do this shit. So, like, what?
I think this shit is stupid anyway. And I'm trying.
Exactly.
Like, I think that a try, you should get an A for effort all the way. Like, because really, like, I'm trying this. And I think this shit is dumb as shit.
Right.
Honestly. And someone could feel the same way about my love languages.
Right.
Like, they may be trying. And I'm going to show them that I know that they're trying. I'm going to tell them that. But they might think that shit dumb as shit. Like,
right. So it's like, are you willing to try to learn people's love languages, how they like them to be? Yeah. Because everybody's is different. But the way that they need it to be shown. Yeah. Or not. Are you just like, well, I don't do that shit. So I'm just not doing it. I'm just not doing it. So fuck it.
All right, whatever.
Right. So those stuff, you're like willing to try to, adapt to that person's love language. And then if you're also, because the thing about that, when people have different love languages, you have to, they got to learn you too. Yeah. And so you're going to be patient with that person, learning you? To learn your love language. Or you going to get frustrated, like, you still ain't got it, dum-dum. You still ain't got it. I'm about tired of this shit. Yeah. Are you going to be patient? Because if they're not used to doing that either, like, you can't be mad because that's not what they're used to. That's not the norm. Yeah. And then, like I said, when people love languages change, people will be like, oh, well, you like this 5 years ago, but now you saying you don't want me to do that. Yeah. Like, well, I changed. Yeah. I'm not the same person, motherfucker.
Nah, because then the nigga be like, well, who you been talking to? Who you been with? Like, what you been doing? Like, cause you like this. Like, what the fuck?
Nigga, we've been together for 20 years. We talking about 20 years ago. Like, no. So, that plays a part too. Like, what are you able to adapt? Are you able to be patient with the person adapting to you? Even with your family, because it's the same way. Like, as you grow, your family is growing in different areas, and then it's like, okay, are y'all gonna be able to adapt to each other easily? Like, and usually these things don't happen overnight. Yeah. But people should start to notice the change. If they're paying attention, then they will notice the change. Yeah. And sometimes you don't need to say anything, and people just see it. Like, if they're paying attention
to them. Congratulations to them, like, on some real shit. Like, if you need to be present in your people's lives. The people that you love, be present. If you really love them, you need to know. I don't need to tell you. I don't feel like I should have to tell you anything. And but some people you do.
You do. I mean, some people
are slow. Like for real, are slow. Cause I don't care if my love language changes 5 times out the year. Okay, like you're gonna need to be able to adapt and pick up to that if you really care for me and if you love me. Like it's just what it is. And if your love language changes 10 times out the year, I'm gonna have to learn to adapt if I really love you and I really want that to work. Like I'm not gonna be like, damn bitch, last week or you know.
I mean, 10 times I may be like, what the fuck? Like, nah, you're doing too much. You confused. Like, what
they may be confused.
What you want on life? 10 times a week. It's only 5, motherfucker. No. Like, what?
Oh it's like twice a month.
Shit, that's too bad. Like, that would be exhausting. Okay.
Yeah, that would.
Like, no, we're not doing that.
I feel like love languages are very important. Some people be like, fuck that shit, like whatever.
They do,
whatever.
Yes.
But I think it's very important because I have been in relationships in the past that like this person thought they was doing everything for me. Okay, they thought they were like doing everything, and I'm like, you are doing a lot. You doing a lot, but you ain't doing what I need you to do.
Right.
Like you ain't doing this. Like so, love languages is very important.
Like, it's the need.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a one. I need you to do this. It's not a one because everybody wants everything.
Like this is what I need. This is what I need.
It's a need. It's not a one. This is what I need, and I think like people think like, oh, love languages are things that you want. No, these are things that you need.
You can't use your own love language and project that on like if I like acts of service and quality time, but I'm dealing with somebody. Even family, whoever, I'm dealing with somebody who likes gifts and whatever the other one is. What is it?
What?
Words of affirmation.
Right. Or physical touch.
No, I like, hell no. I don't know. I don't know about that one. But, you know, like, and I'm doing acts of service for them, or I'm doing, giving quality time, and I'm thinking like everything that I'm doing is so good, and they're just like, cool,
right? Thank you.
But, yeah. I swear to God, that's how I am with physical touch. I be like, when I know I'm with somebody or dealing with somebody who likes physical touch, I'm trying. Okay, you touching me too much. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Like. You know, but you cannot project your own or do your own love language on someone else.
Yeah.
You know, that's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Because everybody has their own. You may luck up and find somebody that has the same as you. Yeah. You know, then it may be one that you're able to easily adapt to.
Yeah.
Also, so it's not always going to be a hard thing to do. You know, it may be an easy thing to do. But yeah. The 5 love languages are, I think they're very vital and important. And like Bro said, people think that it's a joke. And I don't believe in that. And I don't, you know, whatever the case may be.
It's very important.
But it is important. And I think that's how you genuinely, and I'm saying, because it's probably more love languages. We're just talking about the 5. I'm quite sure there's way more than 5.
Yeah.
But you know, these 5, I think they're good. And then you can genuinely love somebody and can love somebody the right way off of these simple things. And it's not too deep. It ain't even deep.
It ain't.
You know, Einstein didn't write this shit. So it ain't no goddamn equations and shit to this. It's pretty simple. So yeah, I think that, you know, if people really want to genuinely love someone the way that they need to be loved. Just pay attention. Mm-hmm. Just pay attention.
I agree. That was Coco's message.
I
ain't got one.
She
so
she ain't got
do what your partner wants you to do.
Mm-hmm.
Do what your mama wants you to do. Whatever is going to make your bond closer with that person, and if you really care for them, you're going to do it.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. That is so true. And before we let you go, I want to say something else to that though. Like, people have to understand though, as people grow and change and all of that, they have to be patient.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen overnight because if you switch how your love language was and then you got a whole different one, that's not gonna happen overnight.
Yeah.
So you can't be mad.
You bipolar at this point, and I just gotta catch up. So
right. So like now, and then I gotta figure out how you want me to do this. And so, you know, you just have to be patient. Love is patient. Love is kind. And so you just have to be mindful of that. And, you know, it can be frustrating, at times, but, you know, if you actually take the time, the end result is genuine. So that's all I got for y'all tonight. And Coco is out.
Roro.